Addressing the efficient use of smoke alarms in your home. Hi and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo. Who better to learn from than Technician 2 Nick Baskerville, who comes to us from the Prince William County Department of Fire and Rescue. Nick, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're always full of very good information for anybody who lives in a home, whether it's a rental or who owns it. And today we're talking about smoke alarms. And what is the problem? People don't realize that they're taking a risk in their safety when they're not, addressing the age of their smoke alarms.
Oh, absolutely. Like with any sort of mechanical equipment, it's going to be good for a while, but at some point you're going to have to switch it out, whether it be like your vehicle, your microwave, or whatever else that you have. Smoke alarms are no different.
And are you seeing fires caused by, or maybe not caused by, that aren't being prevented because of the use of smoke alarms?
Oh, absolutely. When it comes to fire deaths, at least half of all the deaths are related to people who didn't have a working smoke detector in their home. While there's this idea that people die from some sort of flame impingement, in all actuality, it's smoke inhalation. So having that working smoke detector in there gives people a better chance of making it out alive.
What can you tell us in terms of safety with the smoke alarm? Like, does it have a certain lifespan that a smoke alarm is actually useful?
Yes, so we recommend 10 years. 10 years for a replacement. That replacement can come from any local hardware store. We tell people regularly to make sure that they check their smoke alarms. They need to check the battery. They need to check to make sure it's connected. They need to make sure that it's in a good working order.
Is there a formula for the number of smoke alarms that we should have in our home? For instance, if we have a two-bedroom home, should there be a certain number of alarms we should have in the house?
Now, ideally, you'd have one on every floor. You definitely have one somewhere near the rooms where there's bedrooms, and you also have ones in the kitchen.
Okay, and are there certain types of smoke alarms that we should be looking to buy?
Sure. So for home use, you're either going to have either a photoelectric or an ionization one. Either one is fine. They have their pros and cons. And the best situation is either to have a smoke alarm that has both those features or have both of those types of smoke alarms in the home somewhere.
And I know the smoke alarms are very important, but also the carbon monoxide alarms are something that we're being told should be in the house.
Yes, carbon monoxide is a silent killer. You wouldn't know it's there without some sort of sensor. There's no smelling it, there's no seeing it, it's just there. So having something like that, so that way you can catch that in time. The symptoms from carbon monoxide poisoning are very similar to like the flu. So if you don't know to look for it, you might miss it totally.
So not just have the smoke alarms and the carbon monoxide alarms, but also a fire escape plan.
Oh, absolutely. It's one thing to have an emergency happen, you be alerted of it, but if you don't know what your plan is, it can have that same sort of problem. Make sure you practice it, make sure you know where you're going to go, make sure everyone in the house knows what it is.
Wonderful. A host of good safety tips. Thank you so much for coming in.
No, thank you for having me.
You've just heard from Nick Baskerville, who's a Technician 2 with the Prince William County Department of Fire and Rescue. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo.